Revelio. Accio.
Perhaps the runes on the walls have something to do with finding the moths.
Incendio! Accio! Lumos.
Lumos!
One foot in front of the next and quiet as the mist.
Accio! Revelio.
If we pull the rings and match the runes, I suspect we'll find the moths.
Accio! Lumos.
Lumos! Another obstacle. No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across.
Revelio. Accio! Revelio. Confringo. Bombarda. Lumos.
Lumos! Merlin, it's beautiful.
Lumos. Lumos.
did it!
Revelio. Confringo. Bombarda.
I was hoping we wouldn't have to do this again.
Avada Kedavra.
Someone's not afraid of the dark arts.
Imperium. Confringo. Bombarda. Incendio. Accio. Glacius. Cinder. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Deposit. Crucio. Imperio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio.
Look, where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Shall we take a closer look?
You read my mind. It's even more beautiful close up. It's got to be here, I just know it.
Confringo!
Given what Fwoopers are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now, and I'm starting to lose my mind.
Very funny. I was just thinking how
Confringo!
Poachers haven't been here, assuming this is where the Moonstone is. Which means
Rebellion.
we're one step ahead of them. We found it! It's like staring directly at the moon. Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to bring it to the henge.
Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing, too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the Moonstone to the henge.
Shall we?
We shall. If we leave now, we should make it there by nightfall. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the Moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
Whatever it is, it had better have to do with Snidgets.
The clock is ticking in that regard, isn't it? Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this. I think that's it over there.
How's your gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible that I'm the reason they went there.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidgets.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it. I think we can safely say we know where the Moonstone goes. Oh. That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the Moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same, though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one, but 2 mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on Highwing, or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night Well, the night I met Highwing, actually,
If you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst...
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
I come from a family of poachers.
Why didn't you tell me this before? After all our time together.
I'm sorry. I thought about it so many times, but I'm ashamed of who I never fitted in. But the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried... Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing...
How brave.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was young.
From everything I've seen, you're doing precisely that.
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat. If you collect the Moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidgets lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after...
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Here's one of those tables Professor Shah mentioned. Who lived here, I wonder?
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert.
All right.
I suggest, and as my mother would never go.
Very well.
I knew I could rely on. We need to know how they are. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that...
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us.
I shall do all I can to get it.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I would like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Revelio.
Why, hello again! Come and listen. I've acquired what... I could go on tour.
Revelio. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Being an officer of the law.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Revelio.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Revelio.
The hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Revelio.
Not now, not ever.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
I raided Rock more times than I can count. They're incapable of defending themselves. I hope Rookwood knows what he's doing.
It's not gonna work. Using that girl as bait, Ammon's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Revelio.
I fancy it's time we found a new unsuspecting trader around these parts, don't you?
What?
Nice try!
Let's finish this job.
Oi.
Waste of time this is.
Expulso! You're going to regret that.
Expulso! 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 About the most exciting thing around here is a limp rat.
I'm going straight to Hogwarts.
you!
Why is a mouse round here? Can't say I mind.
Made a grave. If I hear one more mention of plans and what was
Reducto!
I suggest you have a thorough examination of your own head.
Now I can...
Hey. Hey.
Finally!
I'll say that. What? Hey!
Confringo. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives. Plenty of sport.
Well, if I find another of me pastries missing, I shan't be taking so kindly to it, shall I? I can tell you this. If I've had a taste of
Incendio! Expulso! Expulso! Incendio!
Expulsion! Expulsion! Cynthia! Something.
You'll feel twice. Think I won't remember your face?
Was it upper or lower Hogsfield that we raided last week? I sense something afoot.
He must be here somewhere.
You found us! I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do.
Over here. I need your help.
Mr. Rabe? Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked by something.
Revelio.
My wand is somewhere in this room. I can tell.
Skills are wasted doing this.
What?
Protego!
Guardium Leviosa.
Better be a beast.
Better not be anyone there. I'm in no mood. Expulsion! 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 Expulsion!
Which witch in Felcroft. I was surprised how much jewelry she had. That weighed as much as a grapphorn. Expulso! Incendio! Expulso! 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 Sheer isn't worth the time. No amount of spoils is worth that many spiders.
Book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Revelia. See, Fog can be your friend, but you have to be a friend to Fog. Don't look at me like that. You haven't heard what I'm about to say. You see, Fog will cover you, allow you to move with stealth. But then you...
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Accio.
Fire's best left alone in a breeze. Don't need no hand stoking it. Unless you want to burn your hands off. No, I'm just saying. We don't have to spend every minute messing with a flame when we got the wind doing the job for us.
Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Mr. Abe's wand could be in there.
Alohomora.
Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay. Hush now.
Lumos.
Lumos. Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Still up for that broom contest?
Of course. I'm just surprised you returned. Where was your courage hiding? A vanishing cabinet? Let's see what you've got.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
Success! Excellent! Missed one. Made it! This is rather fun.
Glad to see I'm still the reigning champion. But what say you? Want to try again?
Perhaps later. I have other things to do.
I hope one of those other things is practicing your flying.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Poachers! Garniff was right then. I'd better be careful.
Revelio. Imperio.
Oh, forever. Not going to...
Confringo!
Revelio. I could swear there's something.
Confringo!
Child's play.
Protego!
Someone's here. I sense it.
Incendio! I will not be your puppet!
You have a cock of...
Potato!
I'll watch the light.
Predictable.
Incendio! Incendio!
Reducto!
You'll never bet.
Did you know?
Incendio!
Stole our hypocrite. Reducto! Spelliarmus!
Closer.
Confringo! You survived longer than expected.
Leviosa.
You will not Incendio!
You casting the full body.
Confringo!
It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts. Revelio. Alohomora. Now then, which one of you is Biscuit? Protego! Biscuit. Let's get you back to Garnoff, shall we? Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
What will I do without her?
Garnoff, I've rescued Biscuit.
You have? Oh, is she hurt? Was she frightened? Are you all right?
If it weren't for me, I suspect those poachers would have flayed her alive.
Oh, perish the thought. Thank Merlin you were able to save her in time. I cannot wait to get her home. I so miss seeing her dance in the evenings. Such joy.
You can have her back, for the right price.
Of course, I would pay any amount for the safety of my dear Biscuit. Oh, my sweet little Biscuit, my wise, noble moon calf. And here is your reward, of course. Well deserved. As I said before, you have restored my faith in wizard kind. You've restored at least a modicum of my faith in wizard kind. Biscuit and I can't thank you enough.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
Revelio.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
I don't blame her for being concerned. We have been involved in some dangerous activities.
As the Ashwinders were locking me up and threatening my life, it did occur to me that my mother may have been right.
Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe. And he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Revelio.
Wonder who lives here. Nice to see you again.
Likewise. What can I help you with today?
What do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today? This will do just fine. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Revelio. Alohomora. What do we have here? A demiguise. Mine now, demiguise.
With me in the Great Hall. I have come upon a difficult time, and I need a friend.
Revelio.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Alohomora. Revelio.
Castle. Must have been quite stately in its time. Slow down now. There we go. That crate of Chinese chomping cabbages is somewhere in this camp.
Haven't a clue.
An aversion to the...
Now I can fight back!
You've come to the wrong... Imperium! That cat again, I
Suppose it's worth a look.
Now, this has become personal.
What is this? What just happened to me? Be it upon your heads when I fight like kestrels. Be it upon your conscience. Graves find us...
Confringo! Confringo! How dare you do such a thing to me? You want to talk brave? You weren't there when I outran that irrumpant. Only down You'll be sorry you did that.
Confringo.
You're the one who Fringo! Half the thing down. Notice you ain't wearing that goblin helm you stole. Fringo!
Revelio.
That's one crate in hand. I only need one more.
Revelio. Alohomora.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
I can see why Feldcroft need. Ranrock's loyalists are hiding out near Feldcroft. They must have another crate of Chinese
I don't have time for this! Well done!
Revelio.
That's all of the crates of Chinese chomping cabbages. I'd better go and see Mr. Thistlewood's friend in Feldcroft.
Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a cart at Green Dots. I was only young, mind. Well, not like I'd fall out now. Lucky if I fit in one now.
Wonder who lives here.
Hello there. Do you have the special delivery from my dear friend?
Hello, Mr. Ndai. I have them right here.
Marvelous. This will go a long way towards protect the same foul curs.
What do you have for sale?
At last, some reinforcements. Hopefully this is enough to thwart the goblins. Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Some days are more difficult than others.
Natty, is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind, and I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Matibeleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
I'm sorry, Natty. I wish there was something I could do to help.
You have done plenty. In fact, many of my good days are good because of you. The bad days, however. I believe I would feel less helpless if I could truly put an end to Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. Each day they remain free, they do more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get them. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you. I believe we will get them, beginning with Harlow. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
That was amazing. You can do better. What would you do? Incendio! Why don't you go there?
Incendio! Head in the clouds, this one! Burn that in first, you did Tresumpto!
But you all wielded that power.
Revelio.
Spill our blood and what? Must we fear our victory? We repay our blood.
Potato! Stupefy!
Could deal a bigger blow.
Stupefy! Expelliarmus!
This is where Saccharissa said to go. Now, where are those booba tubers?
Revelio.
Protego!
So very weak.
Incendio!
Have you
Cubrivo!
Oh, that smells awful. Only 4 more, thank goodness.
Revelio.
Revelio.
You will pay for that. Ah, Confringo!
No. You'll pay for that!
Revelio.
One less foul hulking brute. Just my luck. A troll. Revelio. That should do it. I'd better get back to Sakurissa now. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Come now, don't be stingy. Back already! I picked up this violin in Diagon Alley. Complex bit of enchantment. Lovely sound.
Sakurissa, I found the booba tubers you needed.
Splendid. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. May I have them?
It actually was a spot of trouble. You never mentioned I might encounter a troll. I think you should pay me more.
I suppose a higher price is less offensive than being forced to regard the hideous, greasy pustules plaguing our pubescent classmates. Thank you, and your payment, of course. Now I can begin perfecting my potion to save our poor pimply peers. Don't know who should be more grateful, I or our unsightly spotty classmates. One day the wizarding world will know my name, and you will have been a small part of it.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Welcome, welcome. Do have a look around. Now, how can I help? Thank you. I hope to see you again soon.
Revelio. Merlin himself would be proud. Revelio. I take it you're Alexandra's friend? Should think that I feel awful for Alexandra, but the hamlet needed to be saved from that troll. Revelio. Seems a pleasant enough little place.
I hope you avoided my troll.
It's done, Alexandra. I took care of him.
My troll? What? Oh, I don't know what to say. Thank you. I wish things could have turned out differently for him.
There wasn't much you could have done. He was beyond training. Tried to kill me the entire time.
Goodness. I'm glad you're all right. You're very brave. People in the hamlet had already crafted a moniker for whoever eventually defeated that troll. It was Troll something or other.
Vanquisher?
Yes, that was it. I suppose it's your title now. I need some time on my own. But truly, thank you for what you did.
The Troll Vanquisher. Suppose I did earn the title.